Joe Biden pardons Hunter. And of course, the real person that received the pardon was Joe and his mom wife, Jill Biden. I mean, let's be honest here. Now, there's a post on X from Jack Posobiec. I'll break down in more detail later when I'm on the radio this morning, back after the long Thanksgiving weekend. But Jack Posobiec said that Hunter threatened Joe that he was going to write a tell-all book to get the pardon. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, what I mean is, I'm not saying that he didn't make the threat or it wasn't talked about. But what a convenient! It comes from a White House official to Jack Posobiec. So how convenient to get Joe off the hook that his son did a shakedown for. I don't know, but regardless, the real person that got the pardon was Joe, because now this pardon covers all those crimes that Hunter was involved in for Joe, right? All the money. It's not, the pardon is not just for those couple of charges that he's facing sentencing on. The pardons are for everything that he's done. That's a federal crime, which would be being the money mule for a corrupt public official from foreign countries, whether it's, Ukraine, Burisma, China, and all of that. So it really was a pardon for Joe to cover up all of his corruption. And you know what? Everyone knows this. So it's just a matter of how long it'll be until they all start talking about it. But that's what the pardon was really for. To cover up the Biden family, pay for play, corrupt public official, corrupt politician who takes bribes. That's what it was for. I wouldn't be surprised if on his way out he doesn't have pardons for his siblings and his wife. Yeah, I mean, he's been a money mule. That's what he is. And, and there's the way this is being spun on the left is, oh, the love of a father for his son. If Joe cared about his son that much, would he have him doing all this crime for him with the money laundering? Of course not. What kind of loving father would do that? And not only that, the worst thing you can give to an addict is money. Everybody knows this. And he was loading Hunter up on money. You don't give millions of dollars. You don't give 10 cents to a drug addict. If you got someone who's a drug addict like Hunter, you give them 10 cents, they'll find 10 cents worth of drugs to do, right? And he's giving him millions of dollars to handle. Give me a break. Loving father. That's a joke. That's the biggest joke out of the whole spin that the Democrats are trying to do with this story. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on the radio this morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to break all this down in detail. And, of course, take live calls on the radio from you guys as well. But, sorry, guys, just getting up. My voice hasn't quite woken up yet, and on my first cup of coffee. But that's what this is really about. It has nothing to do with the tax or the gun charges. That's a sideline. It's about all of the financial corruption of the Bidens, because Joe's afraid that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel are going to do a major investigation of them when they're out of office. And, Hunter's going to screw up again on something else. I mean, you got a lifelong addict and criminal like Hunter, and Daddy's not going to be in power anymore to bail him out. Imagine all the times he's bailed Hunter out that we don't even know about. Bill, welcome. Mr. VTech, welcome. So I don't think it'll take long for everyone to get to what I'm talking about, which is it's to cover up Biden's financial crimes. That's exactly what it is. I tell you, these guys. The worst is Jill, Jill is Hunter's stepmother, but she raised him, right? So what kind of What kind of mother allows her husband to take their addict son and turn him into a money mule and give him all this money? The wickedest stepmother of all. I mean, she's worse than she's the worst stepmother in the history of America. Jill Biden, the way she's allowed Hunter Biden to be exploited by Joe, William, a toxic family. Oh yeah, the Bidens are the scummiest of the scum. It's a national embarrassment that they're the first family of the United States. Really, I mean they're a criminal, scummy family who have every vice known to man except gambling. I've not heard anything about them being involved in gambling, but other than the vice of gambling, name a vice, somebody in the Biden family has it. And maybe one of them gambles that I don't know about, but this is really, really an embarrassment. The entire White House needs to be fumigated. I mean, the pardon would even go to the cocaine in the White House, right? If that was Hunter's cocaine, the pardon would cover that. That's how it works. Going back to 2014, my goodness. It covers everything, everything. So that's that. But I'll tell you, it doesn't mean that what they've done is not going to get exposed. Even though you can't prosecute Hunter anymore, it'll make it easier for the truth to come out. Now that they can't hide behind this thing, well, the courts and all this stuff, it's not going to go to court. So when the scumminess of the Biden crime family comes out, and it will, they've been involved in, I mean, think about what they've been involved in just with the southern border. You think Joe Biden is letting this southern border invasion go on like this without getting paid? Come on. Trump has done the same. I have no idea what you're talking about. What has Trump done? It's the same thing. And even if he did, which he hasn't, two wrongs don't make a right, man. Trump hasn't done anything like this. This pardons are part of presidencies, right? But Joe Biden's the first person to pardon his own child, and he really pardoned him. I mean, think about it. He pardoned Hunter for crimes that Hunter was doing for Joe, for himself. Think about that. It's crazy. Could you imagine? Think about that. It's totally insane. No, Trump is not a convicted felon. Trolls. All Democrats have, all liberals have, are vacuous talking points, which are not true. They think they're true, but they're just uninformed and stupid. But I'm glad to get back today. Thanksgiving is over, and the world will be back. Pardoned him before he was sentenced. That's right. That's right. And Trump is already talking now about pardoning all the J6 hostages and using this as... Andy, I don't mind disagreeing viewpoints, but spamming with the same thing over and over, I can't, come on. I don't mind differing opinions at all, but don't spam the chat if you don't mind. Trump did a great job with parenting. Trump could write a book on parenting. All of his kids have turned out perfect. Yeah, you can tell a lot about a man based on his children. And look, Biden's children, both of them are addicts. I mean, they're just, both of them are really messed up. Could you imagine what Joe and Jill are like in private, in their real life? Oh my goodness. Especially Jill. Jill likes to come off as like she's some school teacher or a librarian, and she's behind all of this. She's the worst. She is the worst. The way I always describe Jill Biden, she's a mob wife. That's exactly it. A mob wife. But most of the discussion today will be about Hunter. We've got a lot to talk about because I'll be taking calls for the first time on Cash Patel and everything. So, no, it does not have to be specific. They can do the blanket pardons. Everything he's done since 2014 that's a federal crime, known or unknown, is covered. But you can't pardon someone for future crimes. So he'll screw up again. He's done nothing but break laws his whole adult life. So he doesn't know another way, Hunter. And if you Hunter is so twisted, so spoiled, twisted, and lost that he doesn't even realize the things he does are crimes. He's like a criminally insane. He doesn't know his crimes are crimes. He'll screw up again, and Daddy won't be in power to bail him out. That'll. But Biden has helped Trump with this pardon of Hunter and himself, because remember, the pardon is really for Joe, not Hunter. Joe's a very selfish person who doesn't care about his kids. If he cared about his kids, he wouldn't treat them like he does. And he's going to make it even easier for Trump to pardon the J6 hostages. Oh, yeah. A white privilege pardon. Yeah. I don't know why Joe made such a big deal that he wasn't going to pardon him. I guess he thought he was going to get reelected. Right? When was the last time that Joe said, not Jean-Pierre, when is the last time Joe Biden said he wouldn't pardon Hunter? Was it after he dropped out? I don't know about that. Still waking up, guys. I just got up a little while ago. So, yeah, what kind of father gives a drug addict son money like this? Huh? What kind? Not a good one. Not a good one at all. A real low-life dad would do that. I mean, you just don't give addict children money. It's bad news. I'm just getting another cup of coffee. I'm heating my coffee up in the microwave. It's cold. There we go. Yeah, he did this to his son, knowing that his son is on drugs. He still did this to his son. I mean, that is the kind of person Joe is. When I hear them on in the news, because I'm looking this morning, these Democrats, oh, he's a loving father. Does a loving father give millions of dollars to their addict kid? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. And if you'd like to support my channel and my content, go to mypillow.com. And with my promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, huge deals. The Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals are going on right now at mypillow.com. Huge deals, lower than I've ever seen before, on some of the most popular MyPillow products. I mean, the prices are so low, Mike's going to be losing money on every sale. But go to mypillow.com, do your Christmas shopping. Plenty of time to order before Christmas, including incredible deals on top items like the MyPillow mattress toppers and mattresses. My wife and I just recently got a MyPillow mattress, and we love it. Here you go. My cat one's on the back porch. It's in the 50s. I don't know if my cat's going to like that. So go to mypillow.com, promo code Kane, Kane, at checkout. Also, free shipping on all orders over $75. So that's a good deal. Free shipping on orders over $75 and huge specials with my promo code Kane, Kane, at checkout at mypillow.com. Does a loving father commit crime with their sons? No, but if you are criminally insane like the Bidens, you do. Their entire family is a family of criminals. I've talked about this a lot with Joe. Joe Biden has been doing crime for so long in Washington. Like his son, he doesn't know that his crimes are crimes. Right? The entire Biden crime family are criminally insane. All right, they're all criminally insane. When you don't even realize you're doing crime, you're pretty far gone. And I would say that's exactly where they are at this point, wouldn't you? No doubt about it. There's just no doubt about it. But I hate when people say, because I see a lot of people saying this on X this morning. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Nothing surprises me. Okay, nothing. And it's such a just a vacuous response to something. Are you surprised? Nothing surprises me. If I only talked about things that surprised me, I would be a mute. You'd never hear my voice, right? I mean, especially with these people. But he better, if Hunter's only the beginning. Now, Joe pardoned Hunter to cover up his financial crimes. But what about all the crimes that Joe's been committing with other people? Like, I'm telling you, what's going on at the southern border, Mayorkas and all these people have been not doing what they've been having. An open southern border is not something that the Biden regime has been doing out of the kindness of their heart. Someone's getting paid. A lot of people are getting paid with what's going on at the southern border. Yeah, Joe's brother is and sister are up to their eyeballs in Joe Biden's crimes, too. I wouldn't be surprised if he put pardons out for them, too, blanket pardons. But going back 10 years for pardons on Hunter, I guess anything he did before that, I guess statute of limitations covers it. I'm surprised that Joe didn't give Hunter a pardon from birth till now. But as bad as Hunter is, he could screw up in the next 50 days. William says, I might be right about that. Oh, yeah, Tim, that's what we're talking about. Joe pardoned Hunter. It broke last night. What might I be right about, William? But no, there's a lot of crimes going on in the Biden regime. Wait until they start auditing all the money to Ukraine and find out where that's all been going. That's when it's going to get interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe's the first president to pardon himself. Oh, about the brother and sister? Well, Joe Biden's brother, who's a real scummy guy. If you ever seen him, oh my goodness, he's just like his brother. He's been involved since Joe's been in office with all kinds of bizarre financial deals around the world. And Joe Biden's sister has managed all of his campaigns since his first Senate race. So you don't think she's been doing things with the campaign money? Come on. Of course she has. She's managed every campaign. What's that about? So both of his, it's a crime family. The whole family's been doing crime. Come on, give me a break. So we'll see if he pardons them too. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, his brother, Joe Biden's brother, he not only is he involved in these real estate, anytime I've seen him question about it, he goes nuts. He's totally without class. They are a classless family, real scummy family. Will any high-profile Democrat talk to save themselves? The Democrats are pretty arrogant, right? They're not used to being held accountable for the things that they do, so probably not. Probably not. I mean, look, Jack Smith is talking about releasing some report to slam Trump, even though everything's been dropped. Yeah, please subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, like the video, if you don't mind. And I'll be live on the radio at 6 a.m. this morning, taking live calls, talking about this and everything else that's happened over the weekend. So I've been off the radio since Wednesday, so 5 days off. And I know I did a lot of live streams this weekend, but he pardoned Hunter, Janelle. Joe pardoned Hunter last night. But I didn't do any streams taking calls over the weekend. So today will be my first day taking calls again from you guys since Wednesday. And so much has happened. I know you guys are going to have a lot to say. Well, guys, I got to get back to work and get working on my show prep. But again, make sure you subscribe. If you already like the video, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. I'll see you in just a little bit.